Hey guys, Llama Grant here, and today we're going to be taking a look at another Transformer. Today we're going to be taking a look at the G1 re-release of Autobot Hot Rod. So here is the box. Very, very nice. I love that they are remaking these packages. I love them. So it's pretty cool. So other than the box, obviously it comes with other things. It comes with stickers, which I'll get to in a second, and of course comes with the instructions here. I'm not sure if these instructions are accurate to how they were in the 80s when this figure was initially released. To me, it doesn't look like it was. These are probably new instructions, because I'm pretty sure the box was pretty much your only way of knowing how to transform him. So I don't think it came with this. Maybe it did come with instructions, but not this style, because this definitely looks like a more recent style of instructions. But anyway, we don't need that. Let's get to this. Other than that stuff, Hot Rod does come with two guns. Here they are. Both of them do kind of look like swords, which is kind of weird. They can't be held like swords, but they do kind of look like swords. So that's neat. So now we can get to the figure. Here he is. Now, to talk about the stickers that I was mentioning earlier. You see, all these came separate, so you have to apply them myself. I did the best that I could with that. These two are not on there. They're supposed to be right up here in his thigh area. But I didn't want those on there. Due to, one, I don't really like their look, and two, they'd more than likely be scraped off by doing this transformation so many times. So didn't want to use them. It's a personal choice. You could put them on if you want. I just chose not to. Now to get on to the figure himself. He looks really nice. I never had this original figure when I was younger. But I absolutely love it. I never really felt too attached to Hot Rod as a character, but having this figure kind of changes my mind just a little bit, because this is actually a really, really fun figure to be handling. It's got a little rub symbol on the back, so when you apply heat by rubbing, obviously the logo will appear. Got a nice blue windshield back here, bright yellow. All the stickers are really reflective. So are these chrome bits on the sides here. As far as I can tell, the only actual die cast on this thing is the feet here, because that's pretty much the only thing that they could put other than the wheels. So the feet is the main part of die cast. Yeah, pretty simple details. Looks just like he should. And there's that face sculpt. Looks like we got a little bit of paint mishap on there on my copy, but that's alright. Doesn't bother me too much. But when I got this figure, I was actually surprised about how actually show accurate this thing was. And I'm very happy with it. So of course, he can hold his weapons via pegs and holes. Super simple. Just pop them in his hands, and there you go. And with that, we'll lead into the articulation for this guy. So articulation for him in robot mode is there's nothing in the head, there's a bit of a butterfly joint here in the shoulder. No rotation. There's rotation here in the bicep. There's also a bend in the elbow, and you have a wrist swivel, very tight wrist swivel, but it's there nonetheless. Nothing in the torso or waist, as per usual with G1 figures. Nothing at all in the legs, which I was a little surprised about. Being it's kind of with this G1 packaging, it is a little bit of false advertising. But you know what? I'm not too upset about it. It's a G1 figure, so what can you expect? But nothing in the knees, and nothing really in the feet other than the transformation here. And yeah, overall, really nice robot mode. And now we'll get into the vehicle mode. So the first thing you want to do to get him into his vehicle mode is take his feet and just flip them down into those cavities. After that, what you're going to want to do is take this whole back section here and lift it off his back slightly and turn it to the left and rotate it until it's all the way down and around here. Be very careful with this though, because again, it can get caught on the legs sometimes, so you're going to want to be careful with that. Next step is very gently take this torso assembly and just sort of untab it. There's a little tab here that tabs into this little area right here. Just untab that. Do the same with the head. There's a little tab there. You just want to push it backwards and it'll untab. Then you have this really cool setup, which I was very surprised to see was put into a figure as old as this, which is taking his head here and sort of just bringing it around, but in this really weird, cool way. So what you do is it's on like several different hinges. So once you bring this up, you can rotate this around like that, and then hinge it all the way back through this cavity here and just push it in there. And once that's in place, it'll just sort of rest there. Then what you're going to want to do is take his arms and rotate them outward like this, so the pipes are facing back towards the top of the car. Do that with both of the arms. And then after that, you're going to fold them in on these hinge butterfly joints here. Bring down the front of the car to just match up with all that. Then, last but not least, you're just going to push up on the legs, and they'll just snap into place like that. And this is his vehicle mode. Very, very nice. I'm really happy with how this is. In the vehicle mode, I think it really shines as being completely show accurate, and it's just really, really cool. You got a nice chrome engine block now that was replaced by the head. You could also do this funny thing where if you bring the hood up, you could sort of just have Hot Rod's head peeking out of the front of the car. Don't know why you would do that, but it's just a fun thing you can do. Make sure all this is positioned properly, by the way, because if you put this in here and something's off, as you can see, it has a bit of trouble collapsing. So make sure there's a lot of clearance in here before you start pushing on that. If you feel resistance, do not push it. Undo it and try again. But this is a very, very, very nice vehicle mode. Nice blue, clear windshield, nice stickers on here, and the chrome on here is really nice. The back doesn't really have much going on back there. It's got 4 of these rolling wheels with actual rubber tires, which is very nice. If you set it down, you can roll it really, really easily on a flat surface, which I find to be really cool. I'm not sure how it would do on carpeted surfaces, but on a flat surface like this, it works just fine. Now, his guns, you can plug in on vehicle mode. There's a little port on the engine block where you can just plug it on there. I mean, that looks kind of dumb, but you can do that with both of his guns here. There's no other place to store them in vehicle mode. Theoretically, I guess you could put them in his hands still, but then the car doesn't actually sit flush and it just looks really weird. So if you don't want them on the engine block in vehicle mode, you pretty much just get rid of them. But I love this figure. Overall, really nice paint for sort of the lack thereof, I guess. But really nice colors, really accurate to the show. I absolutely love this thing. I'm really glad I get to add this to my collection. And yeah, very, very cool. On a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate this guy a 9. The only problem that I do have with this is, of course, most of the stickers are not pre-applied. This sticker right here on the hood and this sticker here were pre-applied, as well as these two, but as for the legs, arms, and crotch stickers, I had to apply those myself, and I did the best I could with that. But yeah, overall, love this figure, and I'm glad I have it. I definitely recommend picking it up if you guys have a chance to, and yeah. Anyway guys, that's about it for this video. If you liked this video, make sure to hit that like button down below to show me that you did. As always, if you haven't already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you don't miss out on any new content from the channel. And I'll see you guys later.